Side agreements in corporate transactions. I'm excited to discuss this particular topic because I think when I encountered the side agreement for the first time, a lot of questions came to my mind. For example, why do we have to have something on the side of a binding agreement between ourselves and several other parties? I got to learn that a side agreement takes care of interests that certain parties may have in an agreement. And like I said, it is an agreement where there are more than two parties that you agree something on the side as a group of interested parties. The example that I will give is in an arrangement where parties have a shareholders agreement that will bind them in relation to a particular company. And so perhaps you have 3 shareholders, 10 shareholders, whatever the case may be, with different stakes in the company. And there are some aspects of the agreement that demand that for you to qualify, to be entitled to something, you need a certain threshold of shareholding. So for example, appointment of directors on the board of that company. You'll find that there could be a clause in the shareholders agreement which says for every, say, 15% of shareholding, a shareholder is entitled to appoint a director. And so you will find that there are some minorities that perhaps do not make the grade, and they will identify other shareholders in similar positions and come to some kind of arrangement so that their interests can be protected to an extent. And so these minorities will come together to say, yes, the agreement says that it is you that can make this appointment, but we have something that may be of interest to you and would like to enter into an agreement where we have input in the appointment that you would be making in accordance with the shareholders agreement. And therefore the parties will sign what is called a side agreement, a side arrangement that does not affect the interests of the other parties, so that you are all amenable to the main agreement. You have your side agreements that work within that framework, but you don't necessarily have to involve everyone else. And so it's important, as you're coming up with a side agreement, to use the main agreement as your reference, because you do not want to agree on something that will make you go in breach of the main agreement. Like I said, I'm excited to talk about this topic, and I hope that we'll have a bigger discussion and colleagues will share their experiences with side agreements. Thank you for your kind attention and see you next time.